In this video, we're going to go over word problems that involve linear equations and inequalities. Question: which of the following tasks would have the highest fear factor? Students taking a math test without a calculator, students simplifying fractions, or a student working on a math word problem? If you guessed word problems, you'd be right. When I work math problems, it's not just one key to work a word problem. If you remember back in elementary, you had the four corner model: understand, plan, see, plan, do, and reflect. It's still the same now, so let's just review the facts. Understand what the problem is asking for. Read the problem carefully to determine what info you were given, such as keywords, and define your variables if needed. Make a plan for solving the problem. That might involve writing an equation or an inequality, draw a picture, or make a table. Number 4, do the work. Number 5, check to see if your solution completely answered the question and if it's reasonable. Before we continue, make sure you have the following: the worksheet entitled Applications of Equations and Inequalities, guided practice from your teacher, a pencil, and some scratch paper. If you don't have a pencil, please understand, use ink at your own risk. And note, the following problems are not in order. Here we go. Problem number 3. Two trains leave Santa Fe Station and travel in opposite directions. One is going 64 kilometers per hour and the other is going 72 kilometers per hour. In how many hours will they be 612 kilometers apart? Whew, that's a lot. So what's the question really asking for? How many hours? Okay, let's go back through the problem and see what things we can get out of it. First off, we have Santa Fe Station. We have two trains in opposite directions, one that's going 64 kilometers per hour and the other is going 72 kilometers per hour. Got that? Okay. Now let's go into the second part where it asks they will be 612 kilometers apart. That means that's a total distance between the two needs to be 612, even though they're going in opposite directions. So the only thing that we don't know will make x equal our number of hours traveled. And for our equation, we're going to total 64x plus 72x equals 612. What will happen is with the kilometers per hour is that they'll cancel out and it'll just be hours left over once we finish with this problem. So let's combine like terms by adding 64 and 72x. Now we have 136x equals 612. How are we going to solve for x? You guessed it, we're going to divide both sides by 136. And we get x equals 4.5. Remember what the 4.5 represents. It's the number of hours traveled. So therefore, the trains will be 612 kilometers apart in 4.5 hours. You did it, and you didn't even break a sweat. Okay, come back on for the next problem.